Mm. Hey, what's going on, fellas? What's going on? Hope you're all having a good day today. As I am currently. As I get to stream today. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good time. Where we left off last time. I mean yesterday. Chihiro's been borked, alright? I don't know how else to put it. Chihiro is done borked. And Byakuya is my investigation companion. That's currently what we're doing. Alright, let's talk to all our people first. Mondo, hey, what's up? Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess that explains the trip down here. But does she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all, and most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help but wondering what it might be. Mondo's account has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Alright, alright. Clean off my mouse pad. If you have time to talk, you have time to start investigating. Alright. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. Why is she killed in the locker room? If you actually think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. She was very light, that is true. But it wouldn't be hard to carry someone. For someone to carry her, but still. I can't even speak, and it's the beginning. It's the beginning of the stream. Can't even talk. I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
Perhaps.
Ina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she's probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? What? What's happening here? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I only assumed she was trying to avoid us. And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night? I don't know.
However,
Perhaps. It's difficult for me to imagine she could have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have come here with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Okay, alright. It's a possibility. We're getting clues, we're getting somewhere. Alright, what is happening here? Why is my mouse pad just not being helpful? Alright, hey, let's talk to you. ... She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of her lifeless body. A very strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. ... She seemed to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. Appears we have a murder weapon here. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. Yep. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? It appears so.
that's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Nice. Locker room dumbbell has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Now I believe it's time for us to move on. What? Wait, I'm not done here already? What?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true. But
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. All right. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. This is unpleasant. I guess we're leaving. I wasn't done. So this is our next location. Huh, this place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? That is true. Would not be a game otherwise. ... Alright, let's check out the gun, I guess. Maybe this gun was used to... No, impossible. If that were true, Chihiro would be riddled with holes. Camera. Surveillance camera. Even as Chihiro was being murdered, I bet the mastermind was sitting there watching. They know what's happened, and they're still forcing us to go through with this. Alright. That's not even the scene of the crime, idiot. You know... Gotta check everywhere. There are a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf, which have nothing to do with the case. Here, my lord. Hello, good paws. You have arrived. We're investigating a murder scene right now, good paws. It's a Foundation donut. I don't think it's related to what happened to Chihiro. Very interesting. You've already spent plenty of time checking the crime scene. There are plenty of other things left to check here. I don't know. I kind of want to check the crime scene more, but I guess this guy just does not want me to do that. It does not look like there's anything here. Nothing that I see. You could at least try and figure out where we should check without my help. Okay, alright. I guess we can do that. I'm fine with that. Does it check the wall thing? If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
You have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clasped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
Oh, you didn't come with your soundtrack this time. Has he been domesticated? What? Yep. Call it comes on command. It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Okay. Well, it's about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. It's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl. The ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. That is quite interesting. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbooks, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct. Alright. Well, that solves that. So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey, Makoto, I could see right through you. Okay. Whoa. You could see right through me. What the hell? See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Oh, no. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So, in other words...
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
Such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. Am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your ebook to another student is strictly prohibited. Yes, but you can steal it. Maybe. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. Wow. Yo, Ryan, dab me up, bro. You what? Dab you up? I do not do dabs. That's hot. What? Yo, that's hot. You're doing the Will Smith thing. The YouTube rewind, that's what you're doing. I see through your lies, the lies of the Jedi. You managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So,
Why you?
so sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together.
Unbelievable.
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. Oh no. No more questions. Figure out the rest in your own damn self. Oh. Alright.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in the mental faculties, but so I'll fill you in myself. Alright. Let's head to the main hall. Main hall. That'll help you understand what's going on. Card reader has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Alright. I guess he's just gonna hold my hand for the duration of this, which I have nothing wrong with. There's nothing wrong with him holding my hand. So, what are we looking for here? ... Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Okay. Alright. Gonna make me figure it out myself, huh? There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook? Wait, there's 3 of them, but what are they doing here? So, you finally found them. Oh. Huh? Did you know these were here? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. Okay, alright. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Yep, there we go. You're right. This is Sayaka's handbook. Wow. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole I revealed earlier. Okay, alright. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it, yeah. So, sounds good. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your ebook to another student is strictly prohibited. The act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see, yeah, now I understand. Alright. Main hall ebooks have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
What?
Hold on a second. Alright. What's wrong?
Very strange.
One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Who's it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
Makes sense, yes, yep. It's Leon's. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Oh yeah, that's right. He did get pummeled with baseballs. Yeah, he's kind of dead now. Oh no, we're gonna have a flashback. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. Oh, the execution the mastermind had concocted. A cruel, heartless death. Well, he got pelted to death with thousands of baseballs. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey, hey.
Making me angry!
Oh no. Hey.
Now
Hey. What? That e-handbook. The e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, and a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't frickin' break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. Does?
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
And Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing its weakness was, right? It's hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
Wait, well, you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, and it's undeniable. It's an undeniable fact. It's not turned on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. Think so? Either way, it's something we should. Something about it still bothers me. Broken E-handbook has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Okay, then this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin with our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. Yeah, we probably should. To be exact, not quite. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Okay. Check the door, I guess. The hunk of metal blocking the entrance seems like some kind of machine. Surveillance camera, and there's what I can only assume is a gun attached to it. So chilling. Very chilling. Monokuma said Leon's handbook isn't broken, but it won't turn on, that much is certain. Is it really unrelated to the case? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Alright, well, it doesn't look like there's anything else here. Doesn't look like there's anything else here. None that I see. Alright, we'll talk to you. I am here. Welcome here, Doden. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. What? Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Oh yeah, that's right. I guess we do have a mass murderer among us. Then you really think, you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro? What?
Don't make me repeat
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. All right. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
Genocide Jack? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. Genocide Jack? Yeah, Genocide Jack is apparently a serial killer. Tis me. Doden's the killer. I had not known this. I've been betrayed. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that'll prove it, and I can show you. Okay, alright, now you're just saying the same thing. Alright, well let's leave. You said you were gonna prove it to me, but... Oh, and I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Is that really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Does something like that really... Oh, question mark, he's returned. Ah, hey, you too. Big trouble, I need your help. Oh, no.
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy, leave us alone. But it's an emergency! Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me. Alright, fine. What do you want?
Please.
This is a serious emergency. Please, you gotta help me. Alright, just calm down, okay? Alright, just chill. Oh, but it's an emergency. All right. Emergency. What happened?
Well,
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, you know, she was acting kind of strange. You know, she was acting a little strange earlier, right? Yeah. What should we do, Byokyo?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. You sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
I didn't expect that. I thought for sure you'd just say no and that'd be the end of it. Huh. Don't make me repeat myself. Wow, what a beast. What a beast. Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us.
Let's go.
Looks like she's headed to the dorms, to Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Very perceptive. Ah, here we are. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency?
Such ignorance.
You're talking to the wrong person, you waste of space. Okay. Roger that. What's the knock button? Oh, I guess I could talk to you. You guys are too slow. What? I teleported here. What are you on about? That was as fast as we could go. I think you're just too fast. So what's this emergency?
so,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, and see how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Oh, weird stuff? What?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, you know, a good idea. I may as well give it a shot. Ding dong. The door swung open slowly and silently. Oh, hello there. Holy crap! The aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me. Oh, whoa!
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
All right.
Huh?
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. All right, well, Toko's Genocide Jack. All right, problem mystery solved. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time when I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. So it's one of those split personality situations, I see. Doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. It felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? She think the same thing as Byokyo? Do you think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared? No, I don't think that's it. Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Is there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Byokyo! You get in there. You get in there, my man. Byokyo, you think you can ask her? Come out of her room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Huh, you're gonna talk to her, Byokyo? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. ... Byokyo stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. Ding dong. After a few moments.
What do you want?
Leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Bakula! Ah, Bakula!
It's Byakuya.
Ah, it's Byakuya. Ah, okay. Okay, alright. Alright, we figured out how to pronounce it. Mission accomplished, fellas. I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. Oh, but don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack ever have control again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Oh. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. Wow. I can't believe this. And here I thought she had the hots for him. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold up a moment. Hold your horses. Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now, huh? Something about a promise, huh?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But...
Stop talking.
If I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of it. Alright, alright. Alright. Alright, alright. I see how it is. Okay, I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Not waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya. I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked. Well, that was just it's just pointless. He's just not going to talk to us. But he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept walking towards his destination. And finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. Alright, fine. I can read a book. Read a book? Why not? Alright, well, what are we doing? Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Alright. Guess we'll read the envelope? There's no point in checking it there. We need to find real clues. Why? There's no point in checking there. We need to find real clues. Nice. Yeah, at least I got a nice from Monokuma. I remember on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It all makes sense once you're inside. It will. There's so many books and files. There's so much dust.
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Alright. So what are we looking in first? There's a lot of stuff here. Guess we'll look here. There's so many files stuffed on this shelf. What's in all these things?
that's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? What? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. The Illuminati? If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? No, we don't know. I'll just let it go for now. Alright. Guess I'll just let it go for now. It's no big deal. We don't need to know. The shelf is stuffed tight with files. Not really thinking about it, I picked one at random. You have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept in the National Library. Won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Alright, well clearly this is one dangerous library, alright? Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. Alright, I'll put it back. Alright, you know what, let me just talk to you. Why are we here? If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value for yourself. Huh, it's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
You have a problem with that lamp? Yeah. It's just something about this lamp, I don't like it. It's here before, and then I moved it over here. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. And let's check there. There's a wooden box, it's empty. Though judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There's an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. Extension cord, huh? Very interesting. They reveal the ones with real power. The Secret Council. They detail the people who control the world from the behind the scenes. Am I going to look? I want to look. I want to look so bad. For now, I think I'd rather not. There's a ton of thick files stuffed on the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. Oh yeah, that's great. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Well, what do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason why I was interested in the library is because of this room right here.
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? Nah, this can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you labeled it a lie. Well, you know, it's not that. It's just, you know, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. Unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? Well, what about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usual... Oh, wait. Wait, no, I'm mixing up the people now. I'm talking from different perspectives at this point. Usual, normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? He really doesn't. He hurts. He hurts a lot. Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Hold on a second. Are you saying you read all these documents more than once? Well, this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? The members of the Togami family have access to a variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How's that possible?
So, in other words...
I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have the time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. I don't even know what's happened. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. That's probably because he doesn't have that amazing soundtrack behind him. And what always interests me the most was the cold case, police investigation reports. Reading through those reports always has been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's an excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases have been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Yep. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew of this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other words,
The culprit isn't a real copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack. Ah, snap. Guh.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. And Genocide Jack really is, man. Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us? What? Among us. Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become a part of our little game. Don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Oh no. I think I'll pass on that. Yeah. All those files are cold cases, blue size only. We've already looked at everything in here. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file, could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Yes. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached a page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. 14, 30, alright. Lots of different names. Lots of names. There was no end to it. There was one thing that became perfectly clear as I read. All the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in the exact same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. There were a lot of skizzers on there. We'll take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. Next page. Profiling results. All the crimes took place either on weekdays, at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place is on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect could be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So in
Here
other
we go.
words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have split personality. Split personality, like the thing you see on TV? So I'm part of a another totally unbelievable story. But this one's way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack case file has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook.
Let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh, where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? We back here! Come back! As usual, but Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden, like that?
I don't have time to play with you.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think that we'd be together this whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncover some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one who killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. Well, it's clearly Toka. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go to investigate one more time. You see, I knew Toko, and like she was acting all shy and such. We all know she was the type of person to tie people up. Maybe stab people. I didn't think stab people. But I guess this is close enough. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info that might be useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Alright. Alright, where should we go first? We're gonna have to... I guess we could go back to the crime. Hey, what's going on?
How unfortunate.
Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it. I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. Oh, no, it's not your fault. It's not your fault, Taka. You're a good man. You're a good man. Crime scene's upstairs. Why did I come downstairs? Why, hello there. Ding, ding, ding. Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What'd you find? I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What'd she say? She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What? What's it gonna be? Warehouse by the dorms. Let's check the boys' room. Okay, there's a stain on the floor. It's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Boys' locker room carpet has been added to the Truth Bullets section of the handbook. Huh, this poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Surprising, or somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in with the boys' locker room. Okay. Alright, let's go check in here then. Oh, this is the pool. I don't think anything's gonna be in here. It'd be a surprise if anything was. Nope. I think we're good. I think we good here. Let's go back in here. We have some stuff that we haven't investigated yet because Byakuya just decided to drag me around everywhere. Yeah, what's going on? Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have yet to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Huh? Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. Okay. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. Yoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. Chihiro's handbook missing. Something worth worrying about. Alright. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. I better give it a shot anyway. Alright. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. Rope is used to prop her up in some kind of crucifix position. Huh. This rope has a plug. It's the extension cord. So this isn't a rope at all. Well, the more I think about it, the more it's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we already had that. Which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended. And the fatal blow. First, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. Yep, no skizzers. And it was with a blunt object, not a stabbing. What does all this mean? Status of dead body has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, might help to look into the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Alright. Alright, there we go. Looked in the file. Looked in it again. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. Just like all those other Genocide Jack cases. Every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. It's the blood-stained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. Yeah, I know, yeah. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Oh wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other locker room is... Sorry, there's definitely something strange about this. They flip it again? In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Yeah, you know, there's something that's really mixed up here. The poster's been switched? They were, why, and what reason would anyone have? I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. 2 locker room posters been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Alright. Alright, cannot investigate that. Ah, poor Chihiro. Deceased. Okay, so we need to find her handbook. I'm sure there's still one more thing left waiting for me to discover. Alright, I'll look around, I guess. Different poor related items. Let's see any clues left. Alright, we'll hop right back in there. Maybe the... Talk to Mondo again, I guess. It's the same stuff. It's the same thing. Yeah, poor Chihiro. She was so kind. She didn't deserve that brutal murder. Yeah, I know. Got done walloped. Got walloped.
Of course.
Yeah, do you think the posters in the boys and girls locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never paid any attention to the posters. Ah, I see.
However,
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. What? We have protein coffee? What? In the warehouse, it's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. Gotta mix the protein powder with the coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and I left a stain. Alright, well I don't see any stain on the carpet
of
now.
course.
Exactly, I noticed it earlier, the stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. Yeah, what? Both places were switched. What happened? Or the items in each room were switched. What? Who would... Why? Make it this annoying for me. Get another room switch. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain there to begin with? Alright, disappearing stain. Nice. Throw these out to the pool. Awesome. Awesome. Alright, is there... I don't think there's anything else here that I need. New area? Yes. Yep, I'm done here. Alright, so we go back to the library, which means I'm gonna just do some exercise, go down the stairs. I'm gonna go right back up the stairs. And we're gonna go have a nice talking to with Toko, you know. Sus. There we are. The thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. Lamp. Oh, the lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. Last time I saw it, definitely was on. And it was definitely right here. That's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. Yes. There's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Library desk lamp has been added to the truth bullets section of your e-handbook. Alright. We're done there. There's still more I need to check. Alright. There's more I need to check. Alright, we'll take a look around. The computer's missing. I guess that's notable. But it's not going to let me click over there. The broken computer is missing. Does it want me to investigate this area again? Sentry cord was in there before. Desk lamp. I wonder, what am I missing? Letter? I don't think the letter is found. According to this letter, Hope's Peak Academy stopped functioning as a school. And what's more, it didn't even happen recently. Apparently closed down over a year ago. The mastermind probably took over the abandoned school in order to start this killing game. Which explains why there aren't any other students here. Because, you know, it's not a real school. Yep, haven't gone to one class of algebra, fellas. Doesn't happen. Alright. Mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, that'd be enough to get us out of here. Or, yeah, there's no or. We're just screwed. Tab. No clues. Guess we'll check on this bookshelf. Maybe there's clues here. There's some kind of clue here. Guess not. Alright, fantastic. That's what I like to see. No clues. Apparently there's another item here. I just don't see it. No, I already clicked on the desk like 3 times now. I know how to do it again. No more clicking on the desk. There's nothing. Nothing else here. Look at the camera. Surveillance camera. The mastermind's been watching as Chihiro was killed. They know what's happening. They're still forcing us to go through with this. Wow. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Right now it's just showing the school crest. I can click over here. Alright. Shelves back tight with books. There's some kind of clue here. Guess not. Alright. Fantastic. There is nothing in here. There's literally nothing in here. It won't let me leave. I don't think. Didn't let me leave before. Oh. No, that's camera. Guess we'll click on the camera. Let's take another look at Genocide Jack's case file. I know it was around here somewhere. Oh, it wants me to look at the case file again. Alright. Huh, it's gone. Oh no. Someone take it out of the archive? I only wanted to do something like that. I can't think of anything but Byakuya. Yeah. He says, don't take it out of the archive. Yep. And then he goes and takes it out of the archive. What a cockhead. Honestly. Tells me not to do something, and then he goes and does it. Yeah, I need to stop listening to this guy over here, man. You're gonna have to stop listening to this fella. Alright, so let's go chat with Toko. See if we can get some words with her, I guess. Since I think that's on like one of the list of things that I gotta do. Da 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 da. There you are. This is Toka's room. I should probably just leave her alone for now. Dot dot dot. Fantastic. Alright, so where do I go now? Oh yeah, that's right, Celeste. Celeste. Almost forgot. Hey, what's going on? Celeste, what are you doing in here?
This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live full life.
From food, clothes, towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Okay, then did you find something? Very well, I will tell you, and only you.
Actually,
Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What, really? Well, I mean, she did seem kind of interested in the warehouse for some reason.
indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
That's pretty suspect. Yep, really wanted to go work out. She stuffed the jacket into her bag and hurried. In a hurry, it's almost like she was trying to hide it. Just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. Well, I mean, you know, it appears that, like, you know, considering everything in each room has been switched, I think it's safe to assume that, like, you know, maybe Chihiro went into the boys' room. She went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. The strange thing is, there was no trace of the jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying. Which means the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Oh wait, no. No, wait, no. I'm trying to think, like, you know, like the way that the rooms would have switched like that. All right. Unless, like, you know, someone wouldn't get Gatling gun down, you know, it's switching the bodies from the boys' locker room to the girls' locker room. I don't know the exact rules of that. It seems pretty strict. Leave the area? Yes, we are leaving. Alright. Alright, let's see if we can find Chihiro's room. Ah, good old Junko. Chihiro, there you are. This is Chihiro's room. But now Chihiro's gone. Why? Why? Alright. I'm running out of things to get. Where are you supposed to go now? What else do we have to get? Maybe the incinerator room again? Maybe? Think someone use that again to dispose of some evidence. Perhaps. I can't actually get inside. Anyway, it's not really the case. There's nobody left who could do that. Could do what Leon did. That is true. That is true, but maybe it was whoever's on trash duty. We don't know if it's been a week yet. Maybe trash duties have been rotated to whoever's the murderer right now. Alright. The bath? Check the bath, maybe? Laundry. I mean, I guess the bath is a new area. Maybe they threw some stuff in here. This was empty last I checked. Lockers, one of those unlocked, but I don't see anything inside. Alright, nothing's changed, it seems. Chairs, massage chair. Maybe I'll use it once I get really tired. Alright. Doesn't seem like anything's in here either. I don't know where else to look. Nothing comes to mind immediately. Nothing comes to mind at the moment. Check the dining hall, maybe. Just for that of it. Hey, what's going on? Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out, and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left. That's a terrible idea. Why? My head was all swimming and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created: outer space and donuts. Well, if there had to be two things, those definitely would be on the list. really. I bet your hero would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well,
Well, she was a bit strange. She didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It's like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. Said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? What? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. The boys. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex? You're only fine with the opposite sex? Wants to be one with the boys. Maybe she is just used to guys spoiling her. The law always says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl, eh? Oh, this account has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Ding dong bing bong. Yeah, she just wanted to hang with the boys, alright?
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
That Motokuma's just hammered, just waiting around, just like, oh, you know what? I kind of just want to get this done with. And like, what's taking so long, you guys? Come on. All right.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for.
Oh, it is.
The class trial.
The class trial. It's the class trial. You guys all ready for the class trial?
Meet, right?
I do.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
I am ready. I am ready.
See you soon.
Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. Is there anything we want to go over? I don't think there is. I think we're good. You can just hop right on in. We'll do a class trial. It'll be fun. It'll be good times. Ahem. So is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. Don't go into the red light. No, stay with us, son. No, we're going to the red door. Shift dance. How it's going. That's what we're doing. And Toko is. You really don't remember? Yeah, come on. You really expect him to remember 15 people? Come on.
Come on.
Kidding. I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? Yep. Now you remember. She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna
Okie
do?
dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. You just made it. Lay your thoughts out on me. Let me hear you break this case wide open, just like what you did with Leon. Well, current evidence supports that Chihiro is quite possibly a dude. That's what current evidence shows, because stuff has been reversed in the rooms. Okay, so like you have the stuff that was once in the girls' room and the boys' room, which the killer would be able to do that if indeed the killer would be able to do that, because they'd be able to take the stolen handbooks. And why would they want to switch rooms? Well, I could think of the reason why they'd want to switch the rooms and all the items. It would be to take suspicion off of an entire group of people, to immediately think that the killer is one of the females, because only the females can enter the female locker room, without thinking of the actual loophole that you the loophole with the handbook thing, and like, you know, you can't like loan it to one another, or like, you know, but you can actually borrow it or whatever from like the little mailbox thing. So like, and the killer switched the rooms after the murder was done in the boys' locker room, and then to cast off suspicion switches rooms, and then after that tries to like go even further and like make it look like a genocide Jack murder, but excluding a particular characteristic about, at least with what we've seen, is that they all appear to have skizzers. Appear to have some skizzers on there. So definitely what to take out of this is that the killer is one of the dudes, and currently there's not very many dudes here that I think would be killing anyone. I mean, maybe Mondo. I don't think Hifumi would be able to, because why would he go to the gym out of all people? I mean, no offense, Hifumi, but you know, there's no way you're going to the gym, and there's no way Taka's doing it, because you know, he's the moral compass. You know, if he's out there killing people, then what are we gonna do? I'd hate to see it be Mondo if it is, but you know, it's possible. And Weed Guy, I mean, come on. That guy's the most relevant person in the game. There's no way he's doing anything. Just like he said a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. So you did go check the body. I mean, checking the body for information is the first thing you should do in any investigation. Not doing so would just be plain stupid, and nobody in this game is that dumb, right? Well, I mean, you know, like, honestly, shifting it, probably nobody immediately comes to like the conclusion, all right, let me just like see if there's anything grabbable down here or something. It's like nobody's gonna be doing that to a corpse, Shifty. I don't think. This probably didn't come to mind immediately, but it's a possibility. It's not for certain, of course. I mean, I can't be for sure, but honestly, with the room switching and such, it's certainly a possibility. I told him I didn't want to. He forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible! You're terrible! Sure you would. You'd have to check it for injuries. Well, no, the Monokuma file says it. The Monokuma file does not lie, Shifty, alright? It said, 1 swift strike to the head. Although, I don't see really, I mean, I don't know if, honestly, if it is any of the dudes, it probably, that killed Chihiro, it just, I mean, probably be like very out of character or something. Because I can't really imagine what could have possibly gone down for there to be a murder. Now everyone's here, right? Okay, then let's hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So shall we get going? It's time to find who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. Yep, that's her name. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. Wow. And the murderer is one of us. I always love hearing people try to pre-solve the cases. Well, currently the evidence does support Chihiro. I mean, not being a girl despite appearances. That currently seems to be the case. But that is if like literally everything in the boys and girls rooms are switched. And you know, Chihiro's handbook is nowhere to be found. It seems that things just point to it. Like, you know, that doesn't want to associate herself with other girls, wants to get stronger, all that stuff. Doesn't really match up with any of the characters that are in this game. The murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here.
Hey, come on.
Look at Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? Well, I mean, you know, she's got split personality disorder. Nga. Something odd about Toko's behavior. Alright, is everybody just gonna be talking about Toko? Alright, what about you? You gonna talk? Nope. Oh! I guess there wasn't much help at all on this one. Yeah, you really weren't. I give you plenty to work with. Shows how far your logic can take you. You feel me? Miss Fujisaki, I busted bit. For being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe. Let's talk to you, just slouching all the way in the back.
Shall we go?
Shall we begin? No. Well, I'll save the best character for last.
Well,
I will uncover the villain who performed such heinous acts on a weaker individual. And then you ready? We doing this? You are just irrelevant. Why are you even here? I don't know why the killer did what they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro? The bro talk. I love the bromance currently going on. The best for last. Junko came back. No, come on. This guy is definitely the best. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. Yeah, I'm speculating too. I don't know what's... To be quite honest, I mean, just thinking about how this... I mean, because probably, it just probably like throw a complete curveball at me or something. Steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. As we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good. You're raring to go? Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Hello, Tim Cook. Hello. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Good old hello. All caps. Is the exclamation mark. Yeah, exclamation mark. It's the only way to make an entrance. It's out of an entrance, I gotta say. Okay, then let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seat. Thank you so much for following. Tim Cook sucks. Exclamation mark. Wait, no, that's just what Streamlabs added. It's, I had exclamation mark on the mic, on the mind. Thank you so much for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. Yes, all caps, exclamation mark is very good. Yes, it is very good. It's really the only way you can type, you know. Yeah. Caps lock is my favorite button. A deadly class trial. Do you want to save the data? Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Okay, set skills. Alright, let's see what our skills are. Increases influence gauge by 2. Effective during class trial, costs 2 SP. Melodious voice. Oh, I hate data. Do not save game. No, we save game. We have to save game. We do not save game, we die. Increases the speed of memorizing a statement, effective during the non-stop debate. I'll add that. There we go. Open e-handbook. Let's just go over real quick. Then I can remember what items I'm dealing with here. Square's account. Locker room dumbbell. Mono's account. I'm not gonna know what to do with this boy's locker room carpet. Maybe I will. No, the posters. I'm gonna mess up on the posters for sure. There's gonna be something here I'm gonna mess up. Library desk lamp. All these bizarre items. Well, now that's a nice poster. Yeah, I know. This is a pretty good poster. I'm a huge fan of the tornadoes as well.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
All right.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But then I'll punish
I skipped it.
everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
Yay! Yeah, they're right behind BSB. I don't know what BSB is. Did you mean Boys Who Cry? You know, that's a pretty great band. You know, I like their they performed at Pearl's birthday party back in that one SpongeBob episode. Pretty good, pretty awesome band. Oh, Backstreet Boys. Backstreet Boys. That's Backstreet Boys. That's it. Yeah, I got it right before you said it. Backstreet Boys. Backstreet's back. All right. First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. All right. Well, we know this. It was the locker room dumbbell.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
I can't argue with that one.
The killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
That is a really good question.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Ah, I missed.
That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
That would make for a powerful weapon. I whiffed. I whiffed. I need a redo. I need a redo. I whiffed. I forgot there's bullet time for some reason. I feel like I'm playing Battlefield over here.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
It appears it went according to the Monokuma font. What kind of blunt?
I bet it was an iron
No!
pipe. Interesting.
God damn it!
That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Slow down right there. I'm gonna hold your horses right there, words.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it
According to the Monokuma font, what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I'm ready
I
to
bet it was an iron pipe.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell? Found at the scene of the crime?
There is no agreeing. That's literally the only option.
It was covered in blood. And there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
Everyone here has their heads up their asses. Look, this game doesn't have mini game puzzle rooms, so they had to put their interaction parts in somewhere. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Well, oh no, they have the first person segments. Come on.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Well, yes, that does have to do with investigating.
That's so creepy.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
Okay.
Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
For real? Why are you even here?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
No. It's not true. Yeah, it's called checking the body. You know, it's the first thing everyone should have done first. Yep. Did he really kill Chihiro? New element. Added. The non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Fine. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Truth bullets will disappear as they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. There's a way to keep this white noise. There's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark at the silencer instead of your white noise, time limit will decrease. Oh no. Take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Note if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and focus on the situation in front of you. Alright. Make your argument.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah! Break! Alright, everybody, take a break.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around
Someone's
the
sus.
archive
Someone
in
is
the
sus. I've narrowed it down to at least one person in this room. By the way, I heard the Game Society Police Tech Support contacted you with instructions on how to play these segments. How'd that work out? No, oh yeah, that's right. Shifty is the entire reason why I was able to figure out this part in the first place. Well, the actually figure out how the stupid class trials work. Just shooting them in the face. Just like, oh, I have to shoot the words. What I tried. I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library.
I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it?
The killer's the killer. Now you're onto something. I think we're getting there. We're getting somewhere for sure.
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's more importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every
I've cracked
murder.
the case. You have. Who cracked it?
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Boob lust.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
Oh, that's just nasty.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Oh, okay, alright, you know, because I'm the only one who can do it, alright. The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which is at large, if I'm not mistaken, it has something to do with the positioning of the body.
I got it!
I got it! Here.
Apparently, In every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
Whoa!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
I think you're onto something there.
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
Okay, I'm glad somebody knew the answer. I mean, just for a little bit.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember?
Bloodophobia?
What kind of
That's
serial
right.
killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Why are you here? It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also not to be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Hangman's Gambit? No, I'm confused. Like, when does it want me to press the S? There we go. Does that have to, like, lock on? Yeah, like what's it want from me? I have to press it multiple times until it breaks. Oh yeah, I do. I have to press it multiple times. I don't have to just click it once.
Now I understand.
You got it, Naegi-kun. Ah, yes.
Is it because Genocide Jack
Yep.
has a split
Makoto-sama.
personality?
San-chan. Well, maybe if Makoto hung out with him, you would finally understand. You would finally see his hidden greatness. Come on, we're never gonna hang out with that guy. All right, we're never hanging out with Weed Guy. All right, it's just not happening.
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Will in free mode, you have to? Why do I have to? Why do I have to?
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
One thing that shows Toko can have a split personality has to do with her behavior. Her behavior change.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine. Whoa, is that dead body? Hey, are you dead? Yeah.
She must have hit her head real hard, dude. When she fainted, bro. The world has gone front and back. Stop, top inning, bottom, sea of truth, web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure.
And she's acting funny.
Melancholy tone of
I
hers
don't like none of that
completely
funny
disappeared.
business.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Because you're a completionist, we all know it's true. Deep down, you can't leave this game alone until you witness his amazing enlightenment. No, I'll make an exception. Oh.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
What?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story.
Oh, you might be the only person in the world who doesn't know about split personality disorder. Come on, no, she just doesn't watch movies. She's too busy running around naked or something.
She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
Oh!
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it, but...
Oh no.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
But what about the scissors? There was no scissors. Why would there be a book full of scissors with pictures of scissors all over it and him saying there's only 2 characteristics, the suspension and the bloodlust thing, when clearly there's 3 characteristics with the scissors? Come on.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... Oh no.
Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see?
Oh no.
What the heck?
Poor guy's gotta sit next to her.
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Oh no.
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
That's a pretty dope laugh.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
Yeah, is it just me, you guys, or did Toko just get infinitely hotter?
Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
I don't believe it.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
There's no scissors at the scene of the crime.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
No, I think I'd take a chance. You know, why not? Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all this. Oh yeah.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that.
Oh my
but
goodness.
Do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more?
I don't know what the hell that means.
Give it up. You killed her.
All right. Well, I need to click on that modus operandi.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi is
No, it's wrong. Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
Yes.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Yes, now you're onto something, Makoto.
Huh? How is it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything.
Yeah, all right.
What happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Whoa, now you're just name dropping these poor brands over here. You just diss ragu? Chef Boyardee? What's your opinion on Prego?
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Or look at the neck and stomach. The victim's fatal injury.
For one, the cause of death is different.
Oh, I like the food talk. Go back to it. We should go into this. Yeah, there's some deeper meaning there with the food talk.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Ooh.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking? So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
More like art. That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her? Of course, she was suspended with the extension cord.
What the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrist.
No, it's an extension cord. You don't need to call it some kind of rope.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Ooh.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Big Mac.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's
Big Mac?
one more difference.
Even though I'm actually Small Mac because I'm the shortest person here.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
That they were all dudes.
Pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There's a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is, I think I figured it out, why she couldn't have killed Chihiro. Chihiro was Goro.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was...
I keep accidentally skipping and clicking right on the money.
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Ken Harada, 32, yeah, all these names. But according to the picture, they're all dudes. Yep, dudes. Of course, I can't tell if half these names are actually dudes' names. It's just, you know, this shows a picture of dudes. So we just assume it is.
Guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
Oh.
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
A true artist.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly cur?
I think you offended him there.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell? Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
No, foolish. Foolish. There's gonna be scissors in a school. Come on.
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors.
Oh, I guess she might just have her own set of scissors.
Envy of the entire world! Scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Oh well, I guess that proves it. All right.
She's fully equipped. That's right, so I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you? Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. The rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Oh wait. It's like those YouTube videos where the guy explains Nintendo games by using food. Is that Doug? Is that Doug? I feel like that's Doug. He has a lot of videos where he talks about food. Actually, hold on. There is one person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Select someone? Well, the only person who knew about the special stuff was in that case file, and the only other person who looked at it was Byakuya.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? you'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you? ...
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
No, I don't think he did it. No, it was just the only answer.
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
In the locker rooms, they're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree? Suspicious. So I forgot, who'd you say the guy was? Yeah, Doug. You know who Doug is? He talks about food a lot. He like has a whole bunch of videos where he like has like Twitch chat, like control a game, and like he has like a lot of food stuff on there. I assume that's who you're talking about, because it matches up. Food, Nintendo games. Doug. Huh, suspicious. Seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
Alright, that conversation I left for a moment. I must have missed what you said. You know, I'm not sure who you're talking about. I don't know if you're talking about Doug or who I think the killer is or whatnot.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There's a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Of course, just add more. Talking about your favorite pizza delivery guy, of course. Oh, yeah. You trying to Herb? Yeah. Herb's a pretty good, cool guy. Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want to have an answer to a lie or contradiction. If you don't seem to have an answer, the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot to try to make that your case. Mine is Mike Wazowski. Well, Mike Wazowski? When's the best time to flashback? Well, you just have to use your keen wits, don't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Okay. And good luck and have fun. Okay. Make your argument. Monokuma file 2.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Yes, so.
But he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
Can I like switch?
You absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
What do I do with
The
this?
victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
No, that's wrong.
Did I get that right?
I'll tell you what's so strange
What's the
about that.
flashback for?
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Wow, you got it, Ryan. So smart. I just held the left mouse button the first thing I saw and then shot at the next.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
Ryan, pro thinker. I'm not a pro thinker.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
My theories are loose and outlandish.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
Look, all you do with it is you copy a yellow statement from someone else and then shoot it at another. Oh, okay, so I take someone else's statement and I shoot it with that. Oh, okay. Alright.
There is, I think.
I use someone else's statement to fuel my statement.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean? ...
The differences between this case and another Genocide Jack murder. I guess Byakuya is currently on the hot seat right now. I don't think he's the killer. But I find it unlikely. I'd find it surprising if he was the killer. The differences between this case and other Genocide Jack's murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya's responsible evidence in there. What could it be? It is library desk lamp. The extension cord.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right. It absolutely was.
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that
Rope?
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
No, it's wrong.
That's wrong! Because it's not a rope, it's an extension cord, you idiots!
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
By the way, these games are well known for their shit tutorials, and no, they never get better. They will always be better at explaining the game to you. That's amazing. I love that. I absolutely love that.
Because you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
Extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time?
Oh, dang. Actually, a lot going up against Byakuya here. Oh, crap.
Went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
that's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
The only thing is that the one thing that throws me off is like, how would like if it is a dude, how would the dude be able to get into the girls' locker room? Because it seems very clear that that's not possible. But I mean, I guess, you know, it hasn't really been explained very well. So I'm not quite sure. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
Oh yes, that's what happened. All these games and they still can't figure out how to explain bang bang shoot words with other words. Yep. They can literally just put that, copy and paste the exact same thing.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
Wait, what?
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still.
What evidence is for someone else? I can't really think of any evidence for anyone else, honestly. I mean, there's nothing really that comes to mind immediately that points directly to someone else. I think it was Leon. It has his baseball prints all over this. Nah, come on now. It's not Leon. He has no glass magic bowls to throw at people.
There's something that's still bothering me.
Also, he's dead, I guess. That's also but true.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath.
He can throw his baseball cards like ninja stars. Now you're onto something.
What about all that bothers you?
Although I'm not sure why he'd have baseball cards if he hates baseball. Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he just said. Scene of the crime?
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
Yes, because the stuff was switched between both rooms.
How disappointing.
Oh wait, no, they could enter from the pool side of the room, not get shot to death. I don't think there was a machine gun in there. Okay, I guess that kind of solves that. If they were to go from that direction.
What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else.
That's what I've been saying for
carried
years.
there later.
Oh, come on, Shifty. Shifty is a detective at this point.
Along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did you just... Did I just take you off guard? Oh yeah, we got him now. When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up until now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys and girls' locker rooms. I just realized we have 5 minutes. It was the posters.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere
I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll right now.
The poster that's hanging
That could have been the
locker room.
carpet. That could have been the carpet. I can't believe it, Ryan. Never in all my many times through this game with people, I have never heard anyone besides myself talk about the pool side of the door. Yeah. Ryan, you're the greatest Danganronpa player ever. It's not that. It's a thought, you know. Like, there's no machine gun on that side of the door. It's obviously not a one-way door. That's probably the only way that a man would be able to go inside the woman's and vice versa without getting shot to death. because Monokuma made it pretty clear that we weren't allowed to go in there and we couldn't go in the other place. Like, no matter what, if we stole somebody else's pad or not. At least he just hasn't made that clear. Proof that she was killed somewhere else. The poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel.
A big booba.
Don't
Booba.
you think that's kind of strange?
Booba.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Whoa. You have any proof for that, Mrs. Genocide Jill, huh? Got any proof? Yeah, I don't think so. No need to kill our dreams this early, alright?
Meanwhile,
Jeez.
the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
Does that mean always fake too? We don't know either. There's no evidence.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
You're referring to my protein coffee.
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet.
Better run some tests then to find out. Well, I think that's just sexual assault, Shifty. I don't think I can do that.
But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. And this is the carpet. I think? Boys' locker room carpet?
I got it!
Yes.
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body.
Person definitely did not get any sleep after all this.
By doing
Let me
this,
tell ya.
the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime?
To place suspicion off of a particular party of individuals. To shift the suspicion onto the girls instead of the dudes.
Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Oh snap! Okay, all right. You have something. You have something to contribute here. All right.
I highly doubt that.
I also highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? If she was a he! That's how! It's plausible.
Is it really
They like to
possible?
throw people off like that in
Could
this.
Chihiro really have
Mixing
gotten into
people
the
up.
boys' locker room somehow?
Like with Naruto, even though that was really bad.
She
It
must
was
have
pretty
hacked her
obvious.
e-handbook.
Hack the e-handbook.
Shit.
Is it really possible?
Broken e-handbook.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah, I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her. No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook.
Oh, you know, it could be Leon's handbook. Never mind, it goes out the window again. Goes out the window. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about Leon's.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Oh, wait, what? Okay.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible.
But I thought it wasn't broken.
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
Ah, see, it was Leon. I told you. He'll always be with us in the form of his old handbook. Poor Leon.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst. You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
What? No, that's impossible.
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya was the one who did it? Really? Still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
Yeah, there is.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Okay, alright, you don't need to go. You don't need to go exposing nothing, alright?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
This is still at least a PG-13 stream, all right?
Don't worry. This will
I
make
don't
the
like where this
whole
is
trial
going.
more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
All right, guess we're going. Recess. We're at recess. So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off and Kyoko in the lead. Or with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was...
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
Oh!
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Oh no.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
One more time, more like first ever. Look, come on, we totally checked the body, Shifty, alright? 100%. It's basics, come on. We totally checked.
Wait, no,
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
What? No, we can't. We're gonna get put in jail for that. Oh.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
Plot twist. Plot twist.
Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go.
I'm going in.
I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine the body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but...
You know, you could just be more specific here, alright?
What? This is... What is this?
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
It's not possible. What's not possible? Sakura's eyes were widely staring. were staring widely at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is...
What is it?
Is what?
Is what?
Is a boy!
Snap! We got it!
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
Just the scene, just going up and down, just grabbing just a handful. Chihiro, of course, has like a 12-inch hair down there or something.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Ben, it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
I guess so. Maybe it was just the clothes that threw us off. I don't know. It could have been anything.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Well, dang. All right. I guess you're a detective. Well, I mean, you did scope us all out.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
He wouldn't joke about his size. Well, look, Chihiro may be shorter than me, but there's no way. I mean, there's obviously something way better that he has over me. All right, because it seems that everybody here is better than me at everything. So, you know, if she's not taller than me, she's certainly got like a hell of a third leg or something.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and
That's why the skirt is so long. Yep.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl.
Error disconnected. Thank you so very much for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. You're just gonna vibe and just chilling in the chat. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoy your time here. So we had to ride the elevator 3 times to the trial. We don't know how long the elevator ride is. It'd be hilarious. It was like a 50-minute just elevator ride. Everybody's just chilling in there, just looking at their non-existent watches, the imaginary watches. Yeah, but Chihiro was probably packing heat. We don't know. We don't know for sure. Do you think that Chihiro was actually a guy? The thought had never even crossed my mind. Well, it crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
And obviously, the reason why he would disguise himself as a girl is because girls have all the advantages in the horror films. Like heck, like you know, there's the final girl. You know, like dudes rarely survive, are the last survivors in horror movies. All right, it's a strat. It is a strat. All right, and it could have worked. Could have worked.
Of course, his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
And it's not Junko. Come on, it's Junko. Wait, we'll just call it Junko.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
And he's just baffled.
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
Quite.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Yeah, how long was Byakuya staring at Chihiro's body to figure out that it looked odd? Well, must been staring for quite a while. My goodness, it's kind of horrifying, to be honest.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like
What part
genocide.
looked odd too? Yeah, exactly. It just looked like an anime girl. Like what? Oh, it was the lack of the booba. There was no booba. That was it. For sure. That was it. There are no flat-chested anime girls. They all have booba.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
He seems just mad about me just claiming his innocence. He just like, it's like as if he just wants to be found guilty or something.
Mark it as correct.
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
We'll not use that barbaric language. Byakuya refuses.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
Do what to whose body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important.
What's happening? Do what to whose body?
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Yep, we're all in. We're all happy campers now.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Maybe. We don't know
Anyway,
for sure.
Let's
Not enough
discuss
proof.
this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a guy.
I got it!
Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but Did nobody get a look at the killer?
Can you not be talking in circles? Literally talking in circles.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
No, that's wrong.
Celeste saw her in the warehouse.
I
thing.
believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
We don't know where that's at. We still didn't find it.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Well, it's almost like that dumb trash rule they made up has proven to be useless twice now. Yeah, we don't know. Like they brought up the trash, like the incinerator, and how the rolls get cycled through every single week. I'm pretty sure it's been a week by now. Who's on trash duty right now? Does nobody know? Yet we have missing evidence that could possibly have been destroyed by the person who's on trash duty.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship!
I'm sorry, but it would have to be Mondo because, I mean, like I said before, Moral Compass ain't doing anything, Byakuya isn't doing anything, and Moral Compass is not doing anything either. Because Hifumi's not going to the gym, like I said. The only person, literally there's only one person it could be, and it is Mondo.
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Yeah, I do.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of.
Yes, we do not know where that is.
Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Why? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse.
Okay.
All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
No, I mean, no, it's blue.
Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
It is blue. This Chihiro's track jacket really holds some sort of clue about the killer. Somehow, it's really hard to believe. Celeste's account.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit.
Mondo caught slipping. Never said the color of the jacket. Bam, 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 bam. Busted.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
We got busted. Case closed. Game, set, match. Checkmate. Dots have been connected for quite a while. You just didn't know.
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then I assume he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was...
Damn, Mondo, why'd you have to do that? You and Taka were having a bro moment. Why would you do this?
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just... I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
Oh, he's trying to defend him.
No, that can't be it.
It's so terrible.
Were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry?
Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony...
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Oh no.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? Why would Mondo do such a thing?
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
I guess the way he talked, I guess, like, I don't really know how to describe it. I guess he talked different, kind of, because I hate him. Probably, but
there was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
wow.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Why would you do such a thing, Mondo? How did Kyoko know? Because she reads the scripts, like she always does. Yeah, how'd you know, Shifty? It's almost as if she was supposed to know from the very beginning.
Mondo, was it really you?
Please no, Mondo. Please say no.
Did you really kill Chihiro?
Please tell me it's Hifumi.
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
Oh, the bro code. It still holds strong.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
He doesn't want to believe it. I feel so bad.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, did your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
Yeah, you know, just says the guy who literally has nothing to contribute at any point.
If you really insist, then... here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to... It's mine. It's Chihiro's, obviously.
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed.
Yeah.
I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any...
Oh, this trial. I love this one. It's great. We're nearing the end of it, Polka Dots. We're nearing the end of it. You missed so much. Well, welcome to the stream. And thank you so very much for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, we're inching closer and closer to 50 followers. It's crazy, man. People really like this game, huh?
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
What can break an e-handbook?
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall.
Told you would get followers from these games. Hey, now you never said that. You never said it.
For all your confidence.
We
That is
just
a remarkably
both assumed,
high failure rate.
assumed it, I guess.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
That's a great one. Who do you think the killer is? Well, we're nearing the end of it. It's pretty clear that it's Mondo.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
I don't want it to be Mondo. By hitting its weak point. A weak point that I don't know.
You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break,
It's Leon. His baseball cards are behind it. Oh, Sayaka told us. Yeah, that is true. Leon, you could be the killer here. Everybody's a suspect.
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So.
Fuck, I accidentally skipped it. I accidentally skipped the stupid dialogue. I hate it when I do that. I've done it like 3 times now.
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Ah, very, very good point. Oh.
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example?
Monokuma's a bottom. Not a dom. We all thought he was a dom, but it's now been voided.
Cutting-edge e-handbook is when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break.
High temperatures. That could be a hot tub, or that could be the incinerator.
I flippin' knew it.
Or the kitchen stoves or ovens.
You knew it? Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor
Or
of the
sauna. I forgot the sauna. Even those. Wow, heat makes electronic go brr. I never guessed that would have happened.
The
Come on.
temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
Bubble. Yeah, I love it.
If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Hey, always gotta try to learn at least one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Took the words right out of my mouth, you feel me?
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
Guess that's why we put fans in electronic things. Thought it was for looks. Yeah, I mean, come on. It's just a fictional game here, Shifty, alright? The fans are still for looks. Come on.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Oh no.
Whoa, seriously?
The sauna duel of a lifetime. No.
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? That'd be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna. He doesn't want it to happen. He doesn't want it. He was a bro. They had a bro moment. I can't believe this is happening.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of doubt. Of a doubt.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you
Probably has something to do with the broken handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto
Alright, give me some
says
stuff
is
to right click.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
You know, it's not true.
No, that's wrong. Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
Ah, he has Leon's handbook. Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that.
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
Not to mention the bathhouses weren't open whenever Leon was alive, so.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is
Oh,
prohibited?
this is old news.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student.
I knew it was you all along, Leon. You tried to fool us by dressing up like Mondo, but you can't pull a fastball on me. Pun. Yeah. Congratulations, Shifty. You pulled a pun. Yes, it's Leon 100%. It seems we have a couple Leon. I guess down with Leon. I guess that's who we're voting for. I had no idea.
As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Yeah.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
climax argument. Page 1. This is the warehouse, so means blue tracksuit. There it is. Blue track book. We have door? Maybe there's a couple door and card things here. That looks like an entering thing, kinda. Maybe there. And that. This one. Okay, I guess this one. He's just vibing, he's killing, he's just it's just, they make the killer just look so terrifying and menacing. I'm not sure why, like, it makes no sense. Why would Mondo? Why would Mondo just kill Chihiro? It's kind of confusing. I don't know why he would. Maybe that? And here we are with this. He's cleaning up, so looks like it's question mark, question mark, question mark. We've finally seen his true form. And yeah, that's actually question mark, question mark, question mark. I should have known. He always shows up and then he just disappears out of nowhere. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. He probably moved everything first, right? What is that? Here? He's in the girls' locker room in this one. There's too many door-related things, and I don't know what that is. Put up poster? Oh yeah, the poster's up in this frame. Okay. And then for some reason, Byakuya came in and was just like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna just wrap this up. Let's just wrap this here thing up. We don't know why he wanted to do this, but exactly, he's just taking lifeless bodies off the stage. Yeah, he's good old question mark, question mark, question mark. He's the most elusive man in all of gaming. Bow, bow. Act 5? I don't know what half this stuff is. Oh, you know what? That could be the e-handbook, maybe. It could be. Maybe this. That's the bathhouse, so maybe that's it.
Killer is you! First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
I'm pretty sure if you click left on the blue question mark, it'll give you a hint if you need one. Oh, okay. All right, that's important to know. Thank you. Thank you very much. I might need that.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
Although I still don't know why Mondo would just all of a sudden decide to murder someone.
She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Oh, did the game not tell you that? That well, you know, I mean, maybe they'll tell me. Who knows?
Simple, because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance.
You were talking about the hint thing, yeah.
Once inside, he met with someone there, and the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro.
Exactly, I didn't realize I could do it into the third trial. Oh, that's a rough one.
And attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster. And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall.
That is true. That is very true.
Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
Very smart. Very smart.
That could have been the end of things.
And then Byakuya decided to come on in and do some stuff.
Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
We don't know why. He just decided to, I guess.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna.
We don't know where those bag and other belongings went, but, you know, we can just assume they, you know, they're just phased into the shadow realm or something.
There, they plan to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Why would you do it, Mondo? Why'd you do it?
Wait. No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Evidence that Mondo is the killer that already revealed itself early in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. A new element has been added to the bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more? I guess. Let's talk a little bit about Fever Time and... You know, I'm not, you know, for the sake of mispronunciation, you know, I think I'm going to skip on that one. During the bullet time battle, if you press the space key, Fever Time will activate and tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push right mouse button, left mouse button, right mouse button, however you want to do it to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. Cool call. Yeah, it had to be done, you know. It's the uncertainty. It's only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got to access this special time, right? So we've also prepared something. Yeah. Yep. Your tempo marker would disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate Fever Time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, your opponent won't use the special ability. Well, then good luck and have fun. Alright. Moment of truth.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to lock on.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False.
I don't know.
You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you. False. You're corrupt.
What's this negative on this? There we go.
Listen, I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence!
This should prove it.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Hell yeah, 83 meadows I can go do some gambling with.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
This part hurts me. This part also hurts me as well. Uh-oh, this time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Owada. Why don't they voice this part? Like, what? Why do I gotta do the voicing in this part? Come on. In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so to allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. But for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can just hit the control key to fast forward the text. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. No matter how tightly wrapped he'd wrap words. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Weak, 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 weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, the world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. Then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But...
But also, I don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Well... Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... That day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then asked them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yup, sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were, so Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep that secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo, hey, Macho Mondo, was a very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise that he'd made to Chihiro. And did what he did? What? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls' locker room? What?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Oh. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done? Yeah, I thought.
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think that was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
But...
How does moving the body keep his secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed. Yeah. Why would he do that? I don't know. The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Why, Mondo? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what's triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone.
You're wrong.
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. That's a plot twist and a half. Oh shit. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had a chance to join the gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. Those don't mix very well. I don't know. Those do not mix. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is just make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard gossip and whispers of the other gang members, which is why
I
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once, just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. What's the point on a retirement ceremony? He's retiring. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with his reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly, laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. "My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry." Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. "Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team, you and me, put together. It's a promise between men." He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was going to lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely, the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it would all been for nothing. So that's why. Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Huh? Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I had been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? What? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. Oof. He had strength to face his own weaknesses to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
You making fun of me? I'm strong. You fucking with me right now, huh?
No.
I'm not making fun of you. I mean, you're really strong, Mondo. I feel like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why'd you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face? Huh?
I just wanted to...
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Oh, strong. I am strong. Strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch.
And stronger than Daya. Oh, snap. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him down on the ground. Hey.
I killed him.
Yeah.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness that lived in his heart, that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Wow. Why you gotta do that, Mondo? Look at him, you see, you're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't. You bastard. Shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead. Say it again. I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well,
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will always be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
No, don't do it. Don't kill Mondo. I said wait.
Sorry, man.
Oh.
I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
The Cage of Death. Oh no. Mondo butter. Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I'm gonna go mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. He, of course, he had to. What a disappointment. Is this the end of the game? Byakuya? What's going on here, Byakuya? You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends are dead. Do you realize that now?
Naturally.
Of course I do, because this is a game of life and death. Or life or death.
Hey.
Not life and death, it's just or. I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that.
However,
I just don't understand why. Why'd you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, motionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
You ignored the nighttime rule, too. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I just stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. Well, you mean you actually witnessed the murder? What? He was such a fool, he didn't even have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. And all that just to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene.
But...
Yeah, man, if we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before we'd reached that point. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked me dead in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Oh no. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I'll know who I have to watch out for. Why do I feel like this is directed towards me? I mean, maybe he's staring at someone behind me? Oh, no, there's no one behind me. Oh, no. What?
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next. Wow.
You
like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. I told you, everyone is always looking straight at you. I know, like you're talking to me? Is there someone behind me? I don't know what's happening here. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair. What do you mean? 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 Mean. Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh, how exciting!
Oh, the noble son of the noble family, truly you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up, I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand?
In the name of my family.
For which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up!
Oh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Wow. Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster.
Wish he was the main character. He's so much better. That is true. He is better than Makoto.
Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part.
Yeah, by the way, there is a 16th person. We all know there's a 16th person because there's 16 things and there's 16 seats in the circle in the courtroom. We just don't know. We just don't know who that person is.
You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right?
Yeah, it's Gray Man. That's question mark, question mark, question mark.
Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
The same guy. Yep. Yeah, see? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Dot, dot, dot. Where is he at? I don't see him. There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but... Super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Question mark, question mark, question mark is pissed. Chapter 2, Boy's Life of Despair is closed. To be continued. I don't know, you received the Crazy Diamond present. I would love to save. And we won't. Save right there. I'm gonna go for now. I have to go to sleep since it's almost 2 a.m. Great stream, by the way. I'll come back tomorrow if you're streaming. Alright, Polka Dots, thank you so much for stopping by. It's 3 a.m. for me as well. I'm about to end the stream myself. Well, thank you so much for the follows. Greatly appreciate it. Sniff. Sniff, sniff. Ah. Oh.
I know I shouldn't cry.
Look, a lot less tan here.
But I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon. It's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Oh, donuts? Of course, it always goes back to donuts. I need some donuts, that'll cheer me up. That's the spirit. Today's donuts, twisty donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donuts, donut holes, malasadas.
Okay.
Oh God of donuts, I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. Sniff, I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. But right now, for me, donuts are absolutely necessary. Huh?
Huh?
What's that sound? Now that's called run back into the room. It's not like it's coming from the bathhouse. Does not mean go near it. Do not go near it.
But
I'm super scared, but is someone there? No, no, no. Oh, don't do it. Oh. It's Chihiro's head. A next generation legend, stand tall, galactic hero. The morning after the conclusion of the second class trial. Everyone met up in the dining hall just like always. Why was there just a random Chihiro head in the thing? And I expected it to start like any other day. That's what I expected, but Today's count kind of sucks, huh? Toka and Byakuya still refuse to show up. I haven't seen Miss Asahina anywhere either. She said her stomach was hurting, so she's taking it easy in her room for the day.
Oh.
That is unusual for her. Normally she is so full of energy. Which is exactly what makes me worry.
So then.
So it's just the 7 of us then. Looks that way.
How about that?
It's times like these where we need the committee chairman, where the committee chairman needs to get things going with a bang. Aw.
Impossible.
Or not. Taka hasn't said a word since everything that happened yesterday. One look at his face showed he hadn't slept a wink last night. Must be because of Mondo. The two of them became so close, and then he finds out Mondo killed Chihiro. And having to watch Mondo get punished. And nothing he could do about it. Can't even imagine what it must have done to him.
Well...
I mean, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found any way out, and we have no idea if help's ever gonna come.
It's like...
I'm all depressed just thinking about it. We simply have to make the best of things. Do our best to get along and live here together in peace. Forget about the outside world and accept this new life. That's the only hope we have. Okay, yeah, this person's gonna kill someone next. What? To live here forever?
Well...
Here we have every convenience. We have food, clothes, our every need is seen to. Why are you dissatisfied? In fact, let me ask you this. What is it about the outside world that you long for?
Is that okay?
Competition, discrimination, victimization, and violence. As society grows, so does its perversion. In which case, is our current situation not... Demon Angel, pretty pudgy princess.
Huh?
Here we go.
Veggie the drill shop owner, the buddy-eared Amazon, cat girl dog boy, Robo Justice the Galactic King, and what I mean, there's no 2D here.
There is nothing to be done.
The mastermind puts such base desire to their advantage, bending you to their will.
You know?
You guys are all 2D. What are you guys talking about? Everybody here's 2D. Okay, well anyway, since Taka's like catatonic, as the oldest one here, I'm officially stepping up to take the lead. So we're all going to work together and spend the rest of the day searching the school. Searching? Well, what are we searching for?
I'm right?
I mean, since the class trial is over and all,
Perhaps.
there should be new places for us to investigate. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe we'll find some kind of clue this time.
Well then.
Once we're done eating, let's split up and begin searching around. You have any problem with that, Celeste? There may well be a discovery waiting for us, which may further enrich our life here. No, the point is to look for clues. And just as we were starting to come together, she barged in and ruined the conversation.
You called for me, and so I appeared.
Genocide. Nobody called for you. Go back. Go back where you came from. No, how come it's Genocide Jill and not Toko?
Yes!
God, this place is just amazing. Finally, I can just be my murderous self. Which is why I decided to stop holding back and spread my wings. No more hiding in a cave for me. Plus, I have another battle to fight. The whole killer with a split personality thing is so overdone. I gotta destroy that stereotype. I'll fight all day and all night to murder those totally slanderous cliches. But you are a killer with a split personality. If she weren't here, my chances of survival would go up by at least 10%. Oh, come on, you gotta back me up here. Even the biggest stars need the little people to hold them up. That is true. Well, whatever else we do today, first we should eat. We can't do anything on an empty stomach. You're right, let's hurry up and eat so we can start our investigation. So we were forced to eat breakfast with a murderer, and after our much-needed but very annoying meal, we set out to work looking around the school. And that is where we're going to end it for the day. Hope you all enjoyed. I want to thank you all for the tremendous support there has been for this here series. It's pretty crazy. I want to thank you guys so much for watching and for all the follows and all that. I greatly appreciate it. As usual, I'm usually live on the weekends, Friday and Saturday and Sunday, although I may be live on the weekdays at some point. There's no guarantee though at all. So keep an eye out, and I'll see you guys all next time. All right, peace.